does happen.
Well, we're not going to see what most people are expecting. That's for sure. I can guarantee that, because most people looking at the weights and saying, oh, they're too far apart. Canelo is too big. No, we're not going to see what y'all think we're going to see. We're going to see
Canelo, what did you think about the shove, that moment that happened on stage?
Oh, I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
I love it.
I'm gonna train so far.
Roy Jones Jr. recently trained with Terence Crawford and he didn't hold back. After watching Crawford spar up close, move, hit, and adjust, Roy said what he saw was different. Crawford's power, speed, and timing are sharper than ever even, with more weight on him. And in Roy's expert opinion, Canelo won't be able to handle it. This wasn't just hype. It was a serious prediction from one of boxing's smartest fighters.
On the streets, you and Canelo, what would it look like?
Come on, man. Yeah, I know what I do. I ain't got to talk about it. On the streets, I'm going to be against anybody. I ain't never going to say another man going to whoop me. So, that's your answer right there.
I guess in Guadalajara, you think it'd be a little different on the streets if Terence came to town?
I think every city, every place is different, no? It's different. But we don't talking about the streets. We're talking about boxing.
This fight is already huge, but Roy's comments added even more pressure. Canelo knows Crawford is coming in with fire. That's probably why he asked for a smaller ring, hoping to trap Crawford and limit his movement. But Crawford didn't back down. He fired right back.
Always, to be honest with you, when I talk to Bud, he convinces me that he's going to win the fight because he's such a believer in his own ability and he's very convinced. And then you see the presser yesterday and I thought Canelo looked really well. Do you know what I mean? Obviously he's a big lump. So I was always Canelo, then I sort of leant towards Bud, but now I'm back with Canelo. So we'll see.
At a press conference, Crawford joked that the only running he'll do is upside Canelo's big head. It got laughs, but it also sent a message. He's not running, he's hunting. And on September 13th, he's coming to take everything.
On the era that surpassed us, the Floyd, the Pacquiao, the De La Hoya, we both came up in that era. And he was right there with those fighters, and he got the chance to fight the Miguel Cottos, the Floyd Mayweathers, and the Kovalevs and Triple Gs, and I wasn't able to get those mega fights, So this is my mega fight. This is my moment, and that's the reason why I want to fight an all-time great like Canelo.
Crawford has 41 wins, 31 KOs, and is now a 4-division world champion. He just added another belt after beating Israel Madrimov. Now, he's moving up again to fight the undisputed king. Meanwhile, Canelo is coming off a very average win against William Skull.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. It ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat.
Canelo's fight with Skull had the fewest punches thrown in any big title fight, just for 145 over 12 rounds. He looked slow, cautious, and not like the dangerous counter-puncher we're used to. That version of Canelo is in real trouble against someone like Crawford.
Does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses either. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. So I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make one.
Crawford is a master at breaking down slow or hesitant opponents. If Canelo shows any hesitation, Crawford will take over. And this isn't just about fighting styles. The buildup is getting intense. In New York, Canelo shoved Crawford on stage, and things got heated. This is real tension, not just for show.
Cool. Is there a champion?
I'm going to fight another elite
There is
fighter
a champions, good fighters, but elite fighters is different.
So
wait.
I'm going to fight an elite fighter in September.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we're
going to find out.
Then we're going to find out.
And don't get me wrong, you're a great fighter.
I know I'm great.
You're a great fighter. But are you going to find out? I hope your uncle Turki Alashi pay you enough money because it's going to be the last. That's
it
for
may
sure.
be. It may be.
Maybe.
I hope he pay you enough.
But you know, after fighters fight me, they ain't never the same. So I just hope your career continue.
If you look
at my career, never.
Both fighters are undisputed champions. But for Crawford, this fight is about legacy. He wants to go down as one of the greatest ever for Canelo. It's about proving he's still that guy, still elite, still feared, still the king.
In boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, you know, is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, you can't count him out. You know what I'm saying?
Legend Bernard Hopkins first said this fight was foolish because of the weight difference. But now, he says Crawford has an 85% chance of winning. He's changed his mind completely because what Crawford is doing is just that impressive.
The others say like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like once he gets touched by Canelo, it's gonna be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo, he's gonna slow down. You know, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he still got that kind of steam. But, you know, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a legend. It's just so much.
Hopkins now believes Canelo is no longer the one setting the pace. If Crawford controls the tempo, Canelo's in trouble. And Hopkins doesn't buy the excuses. He's not easily impressed by hype. He sees the technical advantage.
He hopes you don't run. And Turkey has a knockout bonus in this fight. And there seems to be something out there like the way for you to win this fight is to move, move, move. Is that true?
Listen.
Turkey, you need to put a small ring. The smaller ring in
the only...
One of the event's main sponsors, His Excellency Turkey Al-Alshik, says there's a big bonus for whoever scores a knockout. The amount hasn't been revealed, but it shows how serious they are about making this a show. The winner will also receive the most expensive Ring magazine belt ever, custom made in Britain with royal-level craftsmanship.
Disappointment if this did normal boxing numbers, you know, and let's be real, you know what Jake Paul is gonna say. He already shitted on this fight. Don't let the numbers not come anywhere close to his numbers with Tyson, and it's gonna be all bad. Would it even matter if Bud and Canelo didn't do the numbers of Jake and Tyson? Or is that an indictment on the sport that, you know, it's just showing what our fan base prefers, right?
Crawford isn't just moving up in weight, he's moving up in mindset. He believes he's the one who deserves the throne. Fighters like Roy Jones and Hopkins agree. Crawford even said, I want the fans to boo me, because they'll be crying when they go home.
Only ring in the
only... Hey, Matt. Yeah. The only running that I'm going to be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head, too.
If Crawford beats Canelo, especially by KO, he becomes a top 10 all-time great, no question. 5-weight champion, undefeated, no big promoter backing, just pure skill. Canelo needs to bring the old fire back, or he's done.
All the legacy, meaning he only has the opportunity to win the belts. Saul only has an opportunity to defend them. Terence Crawford has an opportunity to be in a 5 division and the only person to win all 4 belts in 3 separate weight divisions. Why is Saul taking this fight? And I'm going to tell you why. Because there's some things in life more important than just the belts. And that 20-year career that Terence Crawford made, that all that he has, is very valuable. Very, very valuable. He had 1 foot out the game.
Canelo shocked everyone by saying Crawford is better than Mayweather, claiming Crawford is smarter and more defensive. Floyd's uncle, Jeff Mayweather, called this a strategy, a way to make beating Crawford seem bigger than his loss to Floyd.
I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret, is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight. So
Canelo, he fights at 168 plus, so I don't see me and him fighting, so
What's the highest you could fight at, realistically?
I would say 154 realistic.
154.
You know, them boys get big up there. Them boys get big up there. And I'm not a person to, toot my own horn too.
What all these streamers and these other YouTube guys, they didn't turn boxing into it's like a comedian show. It's just putting anybody in the ring. So Crawford and Canelo, good thing that fight is coming, because it's kind of put some kind of legitimacy back to.
Jeff Mayweather wasn't buying it. He said Canelo is trying to rewrite history to make his next win look legendary. You had more fights than Floyd, Jeff said. You lost to a 36-year-old man. For Jeff, it's not just facts, it's about truth. Canelo is trying to boost Crawford's image to boost his own. Crawford's coach, Brian Bomac McIntyre, doesn't care about the noise. He says no ring size, no politics, no Mayweather talk will matter. On fight night, they'll stick to the plan, let Canelo burn out early, and finish him late. Bomac isn't guessing, he's seen the patterns. Crawford studies his opponents, adapts, and finishes strong, just like he did to Spence in 2023. He expects the same result on September 13th.